What's up, guys? You ever been in the store and been like, hey, that is an awesome looking model right there, but what's inside? What will it turn out to be? This is that review for that. This is going to be a behind the product kind of review, just giving an insight and basic opinions of models and different things that you're going to get yourself into. And this video will kind of prepare you for buying that model and knowing what you're going to get yourself into to save the hair pulling out and the frustration time of putting this thing together because it's not going the way you want. I want to go ahead and start out. As you can see, this is the Revell monogram A-18E Super Hornet in 1/48 scale. And this is really nice box art. This is what can be deceiving to most people. I'm going to go ahead and throw it out there. I have done this model before. I know I'm getting myself into. It fell off my shelf and broke, so I vowed to redo an F-18. And it just happens to be the Revell, because I only had money for the Revell. And I can't say enough good things about this model. It's really nice. It's got very nice detail. Everything down to markings on the tail fins, to jet intake, to on the missiles. It's outstanding. The only thing I have a problem with is it lacking some of the details in the actual Super Hornet, which can be overlooked and aren't commonly seen by the regular eye. I just love F-18s, and I just know what they look like, what I'm looking for. This is a skill level 2, but I would not recommend this for a beginner. This is more or less a modeler with skills like hatching up, putting in filler, knowing how to paint. I mean, by all means, if you want to go ahead and do it, please. But just know that it may not turn out like you want it, because you don't have some of the skills needed, which isn't a problem. We all had to learn it sometime. We're going to go ahead and start by taking the box top off here. You can see the lovely artwork made by Revell for the F-18. Inside, you get a Revell instruction manual. This basically just tells information about the aircraft here, when it was made, when it was in service, what it took over when it went in. Here you have little, it'll have like little pictures during during the instructions for a model, saying like additional parts or decals or cement or no cement or whatever else. And this is a basically save Revell's butt kind of statement here, saying if you get hurt or whatever while doing this model, it's not Revell's fault. And here's like the paint codes that are used and how to reach Revell if you have any problems. You open the first page, and of course you get the decals. These are very, very, very nice decals. It's for the New Jersey VFA 122. Obviously in New Jersey. It's got everything from, like I said, jet intake decals to squadron markings, the tail markings to the branch insignia, and like cockpit decals for the control panel, whether you can have it off or on. So it really gives you a variety of choice here, and it really helps you make a custom model for yourself. The first page here deals with primarily the cockpit and the top half of the fuselage and the nose areas you can see here, and the vertical or the horizontal stabilizers. They're movable on this model, so and the intake system. The second page deals a little bit, goes a little bit more in depth with the model. This is where people tend to freak out, but no need to worry because it's okay. The gear doors basically right here. Here you had the front nose gear that you take care of, and the exhaust here. You have basically struts for the awkward looking gear in the back, and then it deals with some pylons here, and it moves on to the armament area of the actual plane itself, and then you get onto the boarding ladder and the canopy, and basically finishing up your model here. So it's only in about 2-3 pages there. And you flip the page over and you get your paint guide and your decal placement for the New Jersey VFA 122s. there's not really much there besides placing the decals itself. But here you have the stencil guide, like regular off the out of the showroom kind of stickers, like the military sticker for the Air Force, the Navy, or whatnot. That basically covers the instruction manual, and I like that it's in a booklet format, so you can't really lose other pages. Alright, I've already taken the liberty of taking off the sheen that covers, the plastic sheen that covers the sprues here. All in all, you get about 11 sprues to work with, and it's a fairly decent sized model. It'll fit the average modeler's taste. I know I like it for my space in my room here. It suits what I want. It suits what I need. Here you can see the horizontal stabilizers and the vertical stabilizers, or the tails, and then part of the intake and nose and intake here, the turbine faces, which are very nicely painted. Right there, as you can see, there's pylons, and the undercarriage is a fuel tank for the center of the aircraft. Here you come up on the ends to the wings here. This is where you put the side missile, and it gives it that F-18E wing to it, with the ends like they are. Here's the nose. It particularly comes in two sections, both cut in half, so it makes easy for patching, and it doesn't have that many gaps in this model as well. So there's not going to be much filler need to get out, so that's a plus to it, definitely. Here you can see this is the same thing as this one. It's just of that one. It's just the other half, basically, to finish it up there. Here you have like struts for the main landing gear, or the nose gear, and then part of the ladder here, and part of the gear doors here. And these are aileron and flap actuators here to move them, but they are not movable on this model, but it's there for representation. More gear doors, of course. A standardized Revell ejection seat, which is really detailed, and then the cockpit control panel there. I think you guys can see that. It's very detailed. It's got each window is available to see and paint to your taste. And then these awkward gear struts for the back for the main landing gear, and then you have the wheels for each gear. Here you got a variety of armament, like A-9s and various other missiles. I didn't take the liberty to learn those names. I probably should have, but here's the cockpit sprue. It's got the two side, this is like the locking mechanism when the canopy closes. That basically goes on the inside sides of the canopy itself, and the cockpit bucket. I don't know if you guys could pick it up, but it's detailed in there. It's got raised buttons and panels and controls for you to paint over, dry brush, and paint to your liking. Here you have the bottom of the fuselage. Here is the gear, or the landing gear whales here, and it's very detailed there. There won't be any needed like wires being added or anything like that. And then here you have the nozzles that we put back here to make the model itself. Yeah. And then here is the top of the fuselage, with the inside of the tailpipes. This is part of the exhaust that are run along the side of the body, but this is the top of the aircraft. It's got the general F-18 look to it, with the center part leading to the canopy there. And here is the clear sprue. I did not take the plastic off because I really don't want fingerprints on my canopy right now. I want them clear as possible, but you can see right there the canopy. It's no longer than about 1.5 inches, and the little, well, this thing broke off while coming home, but this is like the little part that'll cover the control panel. that this piece will connect to. And it's got part of the rear door. I don't know why it's clear, but it's got the HUD for like gun selection and everything, and then it's got a little light for the front landing gear. But that is basically it for the model. Like I said, I can't say enough about this. Like, good things. It's a very nice model. It's very well put together. It's nicely laid out by Revell. To me, this is one of their better models. Compared to the F-14 I just got done with, I kind of like this one a little bit more. It definitely adds to to the showing of your models. If you put all your models together and had this F-18, it's definitely a head turner. It's very nice. I would like to get the trumpeter version for this, just for 1/3 second scale, but that'll be at a later time. But when I do get finished with this model, I will most definitely have a video up showing the completion of it, what it actually, what I got it looking like, and everything like that. But I want to say thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it.